Hi, sisters! Well, I did have a strategy.
What was it? 3 products?
I was gonna go right to Too Faced and then Anastasia, which I did, but it took me probably 20 seconds to find the Anastasia counter, which was an issue. But I knew by hitting them both, I could get foundation and then concealer and then powder, all from Too Faced, because I like the whole line, the Born This Way and then the peach powder. And then Anastasia, I could get contour and brows and lip. Can we talk about the makeup community?
Sure, why not?
Some Tati. Oh, I'm so funny. Okay. For influencers, I'm saying it's not physically, like, there's no challenge behind posting a caption saying this is sponsored. I think the major thing with brands and beauty is that a lot of brands, and I'm not naming anybody specific, so don't even try to start drama with this. I'm speaking very generally because the reality is this is to a lot of different brands. A lot of brands don't really know how to target their right demographic and therefore spend their advertising dollars in the wrong way. It's very expensive to run a business. And I will the reason I didn't do the documentary is because I truly believe that this industry is based on ignorance. $60,000 is so much money. But I will say, the best way I can think about it is, this goes back to the consumerism. A lot of the consumers say, YouTubers should not be paid this, they're just sitting in front of a camera, they don't deserve to make any money. Okay, fine, you wanna think that, great. Consumers are the ones spending the money. So consumers are the ones who buy makeup, and it's unrealistic to just say, if you hate the beauty industry, stop buying makeup, because it's never gonna happen. It's a billion-dollar industry. Consumers are the ones who put the money in the brand's pockets, and the brands have to advertise. Brands that don't advertise fall under the radar. And all brands have advertising budget. A brand wants to do a campaign, right? Say influencers are off the table, we hate influencers, bye, your job's over. That leaves a brand to do a traditional media campaign. Want to do a traditional media campaign. You now have to assign the work to the people that are in your internal team, and they have to plan the whole campaign. Great. Once the campaign is planned, you have to rent a studio space, which is very, very expensive in Los Angeles. Then you have to rent all of the equipment. You have to hire a videographer. You have to hire a photographer. You have to hire a producer. You have to hire all the models and pay their day rate. You have to hire hair and makeup to do their entire faces to get them ready for the commercial. You have to hire an editor to then work on the finished project and hire probably assistants to help you out and make sure that the set day runs smoothly. That's probably gonna cost upwards of like $200,000 to $300,000 for an entire day of shooting. But that's not it. Because then once you have the finished commercial fully done, it's not just gonna sit on your little flash drive at your desk. You actually have to get it shown. And that's where the things get really pricey, because then these brands have to pay for advertising space. Advertising is very, very expensive. To get ads running on TV networks on popular channels during the Super Bowl, it costs several $100,000 for a few seconds. So you probably spent, let's say $500,000 to get this commercial made and now shown, right? And your goal is to make $1 million of sales. Your profit margin has now been 50%.
This is a lot of math.
A brand pays an influencer. Back to the original decision, brand wants to do a campaign. Traditional media, buy. Influencers are back. You get your job back. You're welcome. We want to do a campaign with an influencer. Great. So they say, hey, James, we want you to do a video about our product. Right? They don't have to pay for the studio space because it's already in the house. They don't have to pay for the equipment because it's already in the house. They don't have to pay for the videographer, editor, photographer, or model because that's already the influencer's job. They do that already on YouTube. Once the video is already fully produced, they don't have to pay for advertising space either because the YouTube channel of the influencer is already getting viewed by millions of people. Say the brand still wants to make $1 million. Back to Marlena's video, they pay said influencer $60,000. Their profit margin is now 94%. Why in any way, shape, or form would a brand pay $500,000 when they could pay $60,000 and get a very same, if not maybe even better, because right now a lot of people are looking to influencers for true, honest reviews, result?
Yes.
Why? My opinion on it may be, it's a system that works. It's a system that is very, very efficient, and it's a system that is very, very cost effective, and it's probably not gonna go away for a very, very long time. So I think it's up to the public to educate themselves on it and not hate it. Because it's not the influencer's problem that they're taking a deal. It's the fact that advertising exists in every single industry, and the beauty industry is a billion-dollar industry, and everybody needs to make money and support themselves somehow, from the consumer to the influencer to also the brand. I think that they need to do a better job of educating themselves on how marketing works and who they want to work with. Hiring someone with 5 million followers and they're getting 10,000 likes, that engagement is very, very low, and it's probably not someone who's going to make you that money back. Whereas you could hire someone with 5 million followers that's getting 500,000 likes, 10% engagement, which is usually a very good typical number, you're probably gonna make your money back. It's up to the brand. Make the right decision, do your research on who is doing well, whose name is being talked about a lot, and who has good engagement and who can really convert to sales. And as for the consumers, make an educated decision on the industry that you're supporting. Pick people that you want to watch that you believe are genuinely here for the right reasons. Pick people that you see working really, really hard. There's nothing wrong with doing sponsorships as long as you truly believe that they like the product. And once again, that's up to you as a consumer to decide how genuine they're actually being. Also, at the same time, though, mind your own business.